Like with Nix, it's a requirement for you to have that reproducibility because Nix has such a heavy opinionation on reproducibility, which is not bad. It's a good thing. However, Vorpal can make it optional, right? Like Vorpal could actually make it optional to where if we wanted, we could just say, if you don't include the hash, then it'll generate that hash and use it for you. But it could change underneath the hood. If you don't want this, like basically add if you don't want the source to change. That's really what this is now for, is if you don't want the source to change, then you can add a hash and it will lock it and give you that reproducibility. But it's not a requirement, right? It's not a requirement like it was before. Okay, so we failed to do something. Hex decode. Oh, that happens from time to time. I need to figure out what that bug is. I think that bug is an asynchronous bug, in all honesty. Oh. What? Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, yeah. So see how in here our source is vorpal example.txt? Give me 2 seconds, guys. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just trying to debug something really quickly. I need to debug that error, though. I really do think that hex problem is because of asynchronicity, and it's not loading it the way it should. Hoping you're enjoying your Friday. Yeah, dude, I am. You had my curiosity. Now you have my attention. It's what we do at my day job. We just use Bazel because we couldn't justify making our own. So Scotty and anyone else out there, if you guys are wondering what I'm building, I think the best way I can describe it is I'm building like a Kubernetes like build system. I actually think that might be the best way of describing it because it is a build system like Nix, right? But it's entirely distributed. Your builder can be on a different host than your proxy, where you're basically telling the builder what to do. Your stores can be on different systems than your builder because you can distribute that. Like it's so Bazel. Yeah, I mean, I guess I've never really used Bazel, so I don't know too much of like how Bazel works. But yeah, basically, if it is similar to Bazel, then sure. But we're also going to be doing other things on top of that, which is like providing dev environments in multiple types. So you could have like a dev environment in a VM, a dev environment in a container, a dev environment in your in your shell itself. Oh yeah, that worked. Chat, I think that worked. How will it be configured? By your own source code. Like you will literally be able to use Rust, JavaScript, TypeScript, whatever you want. To be able to build it basically. So yeah, you can do it in any language that supports VRPC or gRPC, not VRPC. So adding vorpal.example. If we go to the build server, build source tar. Okay, so I want to see now. Now here's the cool part. I have a file called vorpal example with hello world. What I want to do now is I want to see, let's go to vorpal.rs. This is it, by the way, Scotty. This is it right here. So I have a build phase. Let's do this. What I want to do instead is in my build phase, echo example, output example. So what we can do instead is I can do cat. Let's say cat vorpal example .txt to example.txt, and then we cat example.txt. So now what I'm doing is I'm literally using the source. I'm getting the output from that into a new file, and then basically getting the output of that new file. So this makes it so that I'm actually testing if on the builder side, I'm getting my file from my source that I can use in my build phase and in my install phase, right? So this will actually test to see if that works. If that works, then that means a few things. It means that any source that we have is getting properly compressed. It's getting shipped over to the builder properly with a